Hey guys, it is that time. Pick a story. So in each of these decks or one of these decks should be a story for you. I'm going to hold up each deck to the screen and I want you to see if it's resonating with you or vibrating with you. So we'll go ahead and start with deck number one. Are you feeling the energy of this deck? And this is the Tarot Grand Lux for those of you that are going to ask. Is your story or messages in deck number two? And this is Manga Tarot for those of you that might want to ask. I think that's the name of it, Manga Tarot. Or could your story be here in deck number three? This is an older deck that I forgot the name of it. I think it's the Witch's Tarot, but could your energy be here? All right. Oh, I forgot to press record. Okay, so I hope you made your selection. We're going to go ahead and get started with deck number one. I heard somebody change their mind. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups, Two of Coins, Seven of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Central issue, we have Death, Three of Coins or Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so let's see what is coming out here. Now this deck has a tendency to slide, so I don't think it's a ghost this time, you guys. Okay, so central issue here. Something may be coming to an end because I feel like maybe there has been some sort of closure, or maybe someone has the confirmation that they need to let go of something or to close some sort of a cycle. Like, let's say for instance, you had been looking for a new job, you know, but you were still finishing things up with your current job. And so now that you got hired or went on your interview and something's been confirmed, you're able to leave your current job situation. So I feel like for some of you, this is about finding a new line of work. There's something in regards to your routine that will be changing or switching up. I also feel that something you may have started on, once you completed it, you either threw it away or you just felt like, you know what, I'm finished. There's nothing else more to this. You know what, did my camera just like fall or something? That looks weird. I'm sorry. I feel like my camera just must have failed. I wasn't looking. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but it looks as if something could have changed. You're undergoing some sort of changes here. You're saying farewell. I just kind of feel like you're starting over. I feel like you scrapped something that had maybe just begun. This could have been the beginning or the start of a new relationship. I also feel that somebody feels that maybe they missed the boat. Someone was planning on continuing forward with the situation in regards to possible love matter, but you may have seen, like I said, you saw something, maybe you saw that someone had moved on, or after you got that confirmation, you just said, oh, well, I guess it's over. So whatever the case, I feel like you're starting new, like someone is coming towards you expressing romantic feelings. I also feel that you or the both of you could have just gotten out of relationships and already are putting yourselves out there to date and mingle, because I'm seeing you. It's weird because I'm feeling like maybe someone has just become single and they're like having fun, or you're having fun, and then something happens where all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. Someone is like kind of disturbing your pattern already. Like you had just started some sort of pattern about being on your own, and then something comes in and disrupts it. Something shakes the boat is what I'm getting. Something caught you off guard or made you imbalanced, and now you are juggling some sort of situation. It could be, okay, so job related. It could be a situation where you're in between jobs, or it's like as soon as you left one job and you decided to get started at that new company that just hired you, all of a sudden another company calls you to tell you you got the position. So now you're like, oh, I got 2 jobs now, you know, and I see that as a possibility as well. So now it's like you're having to decide. In a love situation, it could be, it's like you're single, but you're straddling the fence. I'm not sure what happened here. There's a little mix-up going on. It could be that the minute you are single and you're moving on, someone new comes into your life, or an ex comes into your life. And you're like, I just started being single. Now I don't know what to do. There's some sort of spying going on as well. I'm getting like someone may be lurking, trying to decide if they want to come back into your life. I feel like maybe someone is kind of seeing what you're up to, so they might be observing you at a distance, and they're like, should I approach them or not? Should I reach out to them or not? I don't know if I should do that. And, you know, I feel like someone is trying to read you at a distance because they want to know if it's safe to approach you, or safe to come back into the picture. I also feel that you might have some sort of a secret, and you're wondering, you keep going back and forth, should I share my secret or not? Can I trust the person with this personal information or what? Especially too with your line of work. I don't know if there's something about your line of work that you're trying to hide or keep to yourself, and you keep teetering back and forth with sharing this information. Someone's job could be on the line. Someone's relationship could be on the line. Someone's life even could be on the line. I'm feeling like someone is taking some sort of huge risk. Someone may even be like some sort of spy or something, because now I'm starting to see the Death card also as something that is unknown or hidden, that involves digging deep, because it is the card of Scorpio. So I don't know if someone works in politics or does some type of work where there's secrets involved. So it could be something in regards to an occupation that is secretive. Someone is definitely opening up their cup to you though, or they're wanting to share their feelings with you. You could be dealing with any signs, but the ones that are coming out are Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and maybe Aquarius. Let me look at the Death card a little more. I'm seeing some sort of cycle coming to an end as well. So with the Death card, I'm feeling like someone was being guarded or defensive. Whatever hostility or jealousy there was or defensiveness, I feel like that is coming to an end. I also feel that someone is becoming brave and they're getting ready to confront their fears. Someone may have been wearing a mask and they're ready to remove it. I just keep feeling like someone feels confident enough that they can open up with you, or you are feeling confident enough to share with this person. But I think what it is that you're only going to share just a little bit to test the waters, and that you're going to see how that reaction is. And it's just feeding. I feel like someone is feeding you a little bit of something. Feeding you something a little bit at a time. Or this could be your energy. It's kind of like you're reeling someone in. It's just like, okay, let me share this with that person and see how they're going to react. If the reaction is something that feels comfortable or trustworthy, it's like, okay, let me put this out there and see what they're going to say. And it's just like, it's gradually sharing bits and pieces of your personality, your life, your occupation, your background, and seeing, and eventually I feel like the Six of Cups is someone fully opening up because they feel like, oh my God, this is my soulmate. I can tell you any damn thing without judgment. And so this brings you happiness. I feel like there's a sense of feeling like freedom, a sense of openness, feeling, all this trust. Now, also for some of you, not for everyone, but I feel that you may be connecting with someone that you've known since childhood, or if you don't actually know this person, it's just familiar energy. So for me, that would say like maybe you guys had a past life relationship, because there's this comfort here. Yeah, I'm seeing here too that maybe someone had to make a decision in regards to two people. And it's like, okay, a choice has been made. I've made a decision. This is my final decision, and that's that. I feel like after clarity, someone is making a final decision. I'm also seeing this as a loved one who has crossed over, trying to share something with you. They're trying to communicate something with you, and they've been visiting you in your dreams. You may not, I don't know if you quite understand what it is that they're saying, especially if you've been dreaming about a loved one for the past few days or more often than usual. I think they're trying to say something to you. They could be trying to warn you about someone, or they could be telling you that they approve of someone. So pay attention to the signs here. Yeah. Let me look at, I want to look at the Knight of Cups actually. See who's this with their offering. And then I'll probably look at the Seven of Swords. But let's look at this Knight of Cups. Someone I feel is amused by you, or you are amused by someone. There is someone maybe coming towards you that makes you laugh. If this isn't in regards to, romance, it can still just be like at a job. Maybe it's fun, especially too if you work as a bartender, or there's something very fun about your job because it's something that you're passionate about. If you went to a job interview I feel that you do have other competitors, but eventually you're going to get the call back. Especially maybe you have some sort of secret information. Also, be careful of what you're posting. I know a lot of companies be checking on your social media, trying to see what what are you like. So make sure you're deleting anything that could be voted against you. But I feel like you are going to get that offer because something about you was a match, or the vibe. I think really you could get selected not really based off of your qualities, but just because they felt comfortable with you as an employee. But let's see here. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Somebody's been having a lot of dreams. Someone is flirting. Someone is flirting with maybe several other people. Or someone is getting ready to open up and share with you, like, hey, I wanted to be honest, I am dating several people, or I just got out of a relationship, so I just want to keep things open. But I got my eye on you. It's almost like they're trying to be honest with you, but at the same time, I feel like someone is trying to have fun and trying to just be open, but the Emperor starts getting serious. Like he goes into his Emperor mode, like he can't help it, and starts viewing someone that he actually wants to settle down with. Like, this is like, I only like to have fun for a little while, or I can only play around so much. I'm getting like someone who has spurts of playboy or playgirl behavior. It's like short-lived. And the reason why I feel like it's because this is the type of person that usually ends up being in a relationship with somebody. It's like they say they want to have fun, but then they're like, okay, I want something serious. So if someone has been dating more than one person, I'm seeing that they're more than likely making a selection. And it's like, okay, this is the person I choose. This is the person that's standing out from all the rest. The Emperor, since he does watch from a distance, he's probably observing all of the people that he's dealing with and really trying to make some sort of strategic decision. And it boils down to who he trusts or who he feels as a friend. Now, also, this could be you. You could be the one, dealing with several people. And eventually I see you letting go of someone and choosing one. Or yes, it could be a situation where you found out that you were in a third party situation, so you left someone alone. So that could also be a possibility as well. I'm also getting someone who lives at a distance. Yeah, I feel like someone has a secret to reveal. Either you are going to walk away after a secret comes out, or you are going to embrace it and move on. Let me look at the Seven of Swords and see what this is being covered up. I think what's going on too is that those of you that may be going through a breakup, or the breakup is still recent, there's some sort of ex that keeps lurking around, but it's a dead end. It's like someone keeps wanting to make things go forward, and it's like, no, I've moved on. Someone has something hidden in the basement, or I feel like it's a basement, or something at the bottom. Maybe it's just something under the bed. I'm seeing something like messages or letters are being saved or kept secret. Be careful no one is trying to use something against you. Like someone might be gathering evidence. Especially if you were going through some sort of divorce. And someone might be sending someone to spy on you and gather and collect information. Or, you know, someone's, if it's not like a literal hired person, it could be that someone sent their friend on you. They're like, I need you to spy on this person for me. I need you to spy on my ex and see what they're doing, who they're talking to. It could even be a weird situation where your ex tells their friend to befriend you just so that they can keep track of you. And it'd be funny if it turned out that you started falling for the friend, and the friend started falling for you, and it was just like someone just set up a booby trap that went wrong. It's like, yeah, something blows up in somebody's face. Someone's secret plot blows up in their face. I'm feeling like there is, like, someone has been thinking about you. They've been thinking about you a lot, and maybe they will come out and confess that or make it known. Someone may be viewing your situation as betrayal. There could be some sort of betrayal going on, or something that happens very unexpectedly. Someone may be shocked to find out that you moved on so quickly. Like your ex, let's say you and your ex just been broke up for about a month. They're snooping around your page and they're like, are you kidding me? They're already in another relationship. That could also be something that happens as well. You know, I'm getting, it's coming back to you or someone you're connected to has a job, occupation that would be surprising. Like, you might not feel that you can share with everyone what your job occupation is. I don't know if it's dealing with something sexual, or if it's just dealing with something that is not, you know, traditionally something that, you know, most people do, something very out of the ordinary. But I'm also feeling like someone is depressed about what they do as well and thinking about letting it go. Yeah. I also feel that, in a nutshell, whatever you were waiting for here, I feel like you're having to let go of one thing, and the minute that happens, the minute you move on from a job, a person, or a situation, you're met with something else that kind of speaks to you or resonates with you. A job or a person, it could be either or. It's something that you're very passionate about. You may have needed to see something from a different perspective. And once that happened, you know, your life just kind of underwent some sort of change. I don't think you were expecting to either get some particular job offer or to fall in love with whoever you're falling in love with. All right, so that is all for deck number 1. Let's move on to deck number 2. We have the 10 of Swords. Man, 3 of Swords. 9 of Swords, my goodness. 8 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Central issue, the 9 of Wands. Prince of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. Okay, so it's looking like maybe you are cutting through lies or cutting through illusions. Whatever there was, I feel like there was some sort of confusion in your life where you had to make some sort of decision. But with the Nine of Wands, I feel like someone wants to share a secret with you, but they don't know how to say it. They're like, how should I bring this to you? Or you might be going through this. You're like, you have a secret that you're wanting to share, but you are afraid. You don't know for sure if you can trust someone with your secret here. Maybe in the past you tried sharing this secret with somebody and they ghosted you or decided that they didn't want to mess with you, especially if it has something to do with sexuality, or just something of the sort, a fetish or something. It would be viewed as taboo, basically. And I feel like someone wants to open up and share this. It doesn't always have to be something, when I say confused about sexuality, it doesn't always have to mean that someone is either, gay or bisexual. It also might just mean that it's something that they're into or have done. Maybe, something, a childhood secret, maybe something happened where they could have been molested that they're just, feeling bad or ashamed about. Maybe it's something dealing with what they do or what they desire in a relationship. So whatever the case, I feel like someone is trying to overcome this anxiety. It's just like, oh, I just feel like I need to just say this, but I don't know how. It does look like someone may decide that they don't want to talk to you anymore, or you decide you don't want to talk to someone anymore. It's like, oh, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back, or that's something that I just can't deal with. So I feel like you might be cutting people off. If there was an affair, because this is my affair card too, I almost feel like maybe someone wants to open up. Someone might be getting ready to confess that they've been having an affair, or they might be getting ready to tell you that you're actually a part of a third party situation. Because it does look like betrayal. It's a lot of anxiety and feeling like you hurt me, stabbed me in the back. Now, also looking at this, someone is feeling ashamed of themselves. Someone that maybe feels like they don't want to look at themselves. It's like, I don't even want to look at myself. You may be having to shed some sort of mindset, or you're having some sort of identity crisis with yourself. I feel like you're asking, how could I have done this? Or how could you have done this? Something's getting ready to come to an end, you guys. And I don't know, those of you, if you are cross watching, but that was also in deck 1. Something coming to an end. You may be getting ready to change. Maybe you're having to take a breakup or a separation. Maybe you're getting ready to change something about your appearance. Maybe you cut your hair and now you hate it. Maybe people that knew you from the past are like, you have changed. Who are you? And also, some of you could be under spiritual attack. Maybe you've been having a lot of dreams or nightmares, and you're like afraid to go to sleep at night, or afraid to turn out the lights. You're like, who is this bothering me? Every time I go to sleep, this figure appears to me, or this this message comes to me and I don't understand it. I don't know what it means. I think, yeah, some of you are being haunted in your dreams to the point where it's like every night you wake up, you're realizing that spirit has been trying to warn you or tell you something. So there may be a need for you to try your best to remember those dreams, or to at least, wake up and write them down. You might be feeling like, I don't want to wake up out of my get up out of my bed. It was so comfortable. Or I don't want to do anything. Like I mentioned to you guys before, like sometimes I'll just talk my dreams into my phone, into my little notepad. It's quicker. Although that stupid voice recognition doesn't work all the time and ends up jotting down a bunch of stupid stuff that you didn't say. But nevertheless, it's like, okay, well, I understand what I was talking about enough. But you might want to do that, because I feel like maybe spirit is really trying to get your attention about something here. Yeah, I'm seeing spirit messages. Spirit messages. Now, spiritually, it could also be that you have a secret gift or a hidden talent. Maybe you are a medium of some sort, or you're psychic or intuitive, and it's like you're always having to protect your space. You're like, slow down. Maybe you're having to command your space, but it's like nonstop messages coming at you all the time. You guys are being haunted by either your past or someone that that has passed. Or it's just some sort of spirit messages coming through. Something wants you to know something. Maybe it has to do with your spiritual path. Maybe there's something that you've been avoiding, that they're like, hey, finish this, complete this, especially if it deals with paper signing or documents. It's like, please make sure you fill out these documents. Please make sure you read this or pay attention to that. You could also be trying to be warned, could be getting warned about a hidden enemy or secret enemies, or something in regards to your competitors. There may be a need for you to disconnect from people. Okay, I'm also seeing someone is behaving very cowardly and not speaking directly to you. So they're trying to send you telepathic messages instead of speaking out. And it's confusing because it's like, I can't read your mind. Like I see synchronicities. I see these weird things happening. I'm having weird dreams. I think I know who's talking to me, but I don't know for sure. And it's just like, I don't want to say anything if to this person, if I'm delusional, or if it's not them, then I'm going to look stupid. So you're just stuck at this fence, just kind of being very held back because you don't really know how to process this. It's like, maybe they are trying to reach out to me, but I need to know for sure. I don't want to reach out unless I know for sure. And then this is also the same energy being reflected back. So it's a reflection of two people who are afraid to speak directly to one another. So they're resorting to indirect messages, which really doesn't help much, if at all. There's a lot of communication problems here. Now, unfortunately, like I said, if it's a spirit or disembodied, spirit, then it's like they have no choice. They're trying. They're trying so bad, so hard. I'm seeing something here where there's going to be a new beginning, but something is ending first. Maybe someone's identity is getting ready to come to light. I'm I'm just kind of looking at how they're in a mirror here. Someone has changed. Maybe someone's like, I don't want you to really see how I look because I've changed. This also kind of makes me feel like maybe someone has changed physically, and so they have refused to send you a picture of themselves or something. They're like, no, I don't want you to see how I really look. Don't look at me. I can't even look at myself type energy. So I feel like someone does maybe want to show you something about their appearance, but they're not ready. Same, or it's you. It's like you are not ready to show your appearance to someone. They're waiting either to heal, or it could be someone just wanting to lose weight. They're like, if I could just lose 10 pounds, then I'll show a picture of myself. Someone also might be trying to inspire you or encourage you and tell you that nothing's wrong with you, but you might have some sort of body dysmorphia and you're just like, I don't believe it. I just see a monster in the mirror. I don't know. It's like you might not be logically seeing who you really are. You might be looking at an illusion, or these thoughts are coming from the fact that in your childhood you were believed that you were taught to believe that you were ugly or something. So, you know, something like a parent who has a very beautiful child and but doesn't compliment them, or says only points out their faults, thinking that that will humble the child, but it actually made them a coward or insecure about their physical appearance. So someone, see, she looks the same here. She can't even look. To her, she's seeing like just scars or something. And both of these people are covering their faces. I also feel like whatever it is that you're afraid to talk about, maybe it's time that you talk about it. Or if you know that someone is trying to get your attention, maybe you should listen. I'm not going to tell you to reach out to these telepathic messages, because I really feel like if someone is trying to send you telepathic messages, they just need to come with it. You know, nobody has time for all of that. And plus, I agree. It's like, what if those messages aren't from them? You think the messages are from them, but it's actually from someone else. Then you done reached out. So no, wait till somebody speaks to you directly. If that's the case. So what else am I getting from this? I do feel like, you know, like I said, things are going to maybe come out, or the truth eventually will come out. This also makes me think of Neo in the Matrix, when all those bullets were coming towards him and he just believed in himself and he stopped everything just stopped. That's an example of confronting your fears. It's like, it's not even real. These bullets aren't real. Like, I'm in charge. I'm the, you know, God of this universe. Like, this is my world. This is you probably having to get some sort of, I don't want to say conceited thoughts. The more you study spirituality, in my opinion, you will realize that you are your own God and this is like your own universe. But, you know, whatever the case, this could be you just kind of confronting whatever this elephant in a room is. You're confronting it or dealing with it, and you're being brave. Maybe you heard something to inspire you, or maybe you are inspiring someone. Maybe you're the one with encouraging words, and you inspire to someone to overcome their fears, especially too if maybe it has something to do with children. Maybe your children are being bullied or insecure. Maybe somebody's been coming home. Yeah, it could be that the children have been coming home bruised or something, and it's just like, what's wrong? And somebody's been taking a verbal lashing from different people, and finally they open up and you just kind of have a conversation and teach them to defend themselves. Maybe this also is literal, where someone has been needing to take some sort of martial arts to protect themselves, especially if they've been threatened. Yeah, I feel like someone also could be threatening the other person. You're going to come out like brand new as well. I feel like some of you are getting rid of that old energy and you're going to embrace a whole new identity. You're not going to let people's words affect you anymore. Or whatever it is that you have to say, you're not going to allow people to make you feel like you shouldn't say what you need to say. Yeah, I feel like you're overcoming insecurities. Let me look at the Ten of Swords a little more. Somebody feels emotionally scarred. I think somebody was emotionally abused in childhood or in a previous relationship. And now they're delusional because they believed the things that were said to them. You might decide that you need to leave a job where you are being verbally abused. A job or a relationship. It's like all of a sudden you get the courage to leave. You will if you haven't. You're talking to yourself. You're like, I'm better than this. Somebody's looking in the mirror, giving their own selves a pep talk. Someone is helping you overcome your insecurities. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Okay, so just as I was saying that, when I said somebody is helping you get over your insecurities, this made me feel like maybe for some of you, you actually, especially if you do go through a breakup or you're trying to break up, but you haven't found the courage to do that, it's almost like the lover's energy. It's like you are connecting with someone, or you will connect with someone who is trustworthy, that you can share all these secrets to, with like your past scars. Like you're opening up and being raw with this person. This even made me think of a situation where, okay, let's say you're in a new relationship. Maybe you feel like your body is very imperfect. Maybe you think you're too heavy. Maybe you think you're too skinny. Maybe you had some sort of surgery and you're all scarred up or something. And so you enter a new relationship and they're ready to get intimate and you're like, this is a huge deal, to the point where you're nervous and shaking and crying and talking about, especially females, guys. I know you're not, I don't think you're doing that. But, you know, the female, she's kind of like going through the motions and making like a huge deal. And somebody is really being patient and taking their time and telling you that you're beautiful, that you're worthy, that they don't see anything wrong, that, you know, they're saying all these encouraging things to you, and your trust is opening up, and it's like they're helping you to relax, being comfortable in your own skin is what I'm feeling. Someone, yeah, it's like someone is ashamed of their past. Even like if it's a guy and normally he feels that he has to be this, you know, tough, hardcore person, but something's going on with him. Maybe it stems from childhood, and most girls have ran or just don't want to deal with that guy. And finally this girl, she's just like, you can trust me. She doesn't really even have to say it. It's just their interaction where they feel like they can open up and share anything. And it's like you found your long lost soulmate here. Someone might be talking about something in regards to their mother or baby's mother. Someone has a secret about the mother or the baby's mother that has scarred them. And so this person has built up some sort of guard. They may even be a little paranoid and thinking that someone is always after them. I also feel like something in regards to these dreams or family. Family. Something could be going on in a family. There's a family secret. Maybe something has also been passed down from generation to generation, which makes me think of, okay, I told you guys before, I watched this show called 90 Day Fiance. So there's this girl on there, and she was so afraid to tell her husband's family that she had Tourette's. She was like super embarrassed about this condition. I'm personally thinking like, big deal. Got facial tics, makes sound, that would be my reaction anyway. I wouldn't care. But she was so hypersensitive about that. And it's like she was afraid to open that up, and his family was like worried because they were like, well, is this hereditary? So I don't know if you're pregnant or you're getting ready to have a baby and you're concerned about something being hereditary, because I'm just looking at, is this passed down from generation to generation? It could be something just spiritual, like people who are psychic or come off as mind readers or mediums or something. Whatever the case, I see someone not wanting to deal with something too that is maybe generational. Someone might be an empath. I also feel like someone is in denial of the fact that something good is happening to them and feeling like this is too good to be true. So someone may be trying to self-sabotage the situation on their own, but it's like, no, don't do that. Like, just kind of relax. You're being paranoid. Spirit has sent someone towards you, but you don't believe it. You think it's a dream. You think it's an illusion, but this is saying, no, it's a reality. So just kind of let your guards down and allow things to just kind of play out naturally. So yeah, those are the messages that I'm getting for deck number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. Ooh, it's 222. Again, we have the 10 of Swords. Wow. We have Temperance. Want to see, everyone want to see the 222? We have the Emperor, High Priestess, and the Magician. 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, central issue is someone is irritated by the other person. Either you are irritated because of something you've been seeing on the internet, or someone's been watching you and they're irritated. I feel like someone has too much pride to open up with you. And you might even intuitively know that someone wants to talk to you, but you are like, well, I'm not saying anything unless they say something. And so it's the same back and forth where, there's a problem with communication. Someone's arms are folded, someone's acting very isolated and kind of like leave me alone type energy. I just feel like there's some sort of frustration in regards to communication, and someone is also being very guarded here. They're being very guarded and being very protective of how they feel, while at the same time, someone is ignoring their intuition. Like Spirit is trying to get their attention, but they're just refusing to acknowledge their intuition or their spirit guides. And this, this could be your energy that I'm picking up on. You're not listening to something that Spirit is trying to say. This also makes me feel like maybe, spirit animals have been bothering you. It's just like every time you try to relax outside, all of a sudden here bees are swarming you, a fly is swarming around you. butterflies. Like, although, you know, butterflies are pretty and stuff, but I feel like they're trying to get your attention, or frustrate you because they have a message, but they can't speak. All they can do is make their appearance to the point where you acknowledge it. So I feel like also someone is probably ignoring you so hardcore, trying to get you to acknowledge them, or you guys are doing this to each other. It's like, who can hold out the longest? And it's like you're just both playing mind games with each other and trying to see who can hold their breath the longest. It's kind of immature. You know, it's like two kids being like, I'm just going to hold my breath until I die. You know, it's something, you know, someone is trying to get the other person's attention in an immature way. And I think what's happening is that someone is realizing that this isn't working. And so I feel like that is going to come to an end. It's like, okay, that's not working. Let's stop. Some of you are going to also come to the realization that your mindset may have been screwed, or someone that you were dealing with is screwed. We can take this all kind of ways, apply it to your job if you need to. Maybe you're realizing that it's been too much petty bickering and things of that sort at your job, so you had to end it or let it go. So whatever comes to an end, this is you recovering or healing from it. I also feel that if there was any type of poor communication, this is two people coming together saying, okay, we need to actually talk about this so that we can move forward, so that we don't have to play the guessing game. So I feel like two people are going to, you know, have like this conversation that is very, I don't know why I want to say out of worldly, but it's almost like you guys are having some sort of out of worldly conversation. I'm getting a situation where there is strong telepathy being used. And I think, oddly enough, yeah, it's almost like you guys understand each other. I'm seeing it's almost like you guys have a secret language. You guys are sharing some sort of secret language with each other. I feel too that if there's some sort of silence going on, like I said, there's going to be a clearing of that or a recovery. I feel like cooperation. Two people are coming together to cooperate. I'm seeing two people with different lifestyles merging together. If this was a fight or a fallout, like if you're already in a relationship, I see two people making love and healing, or this is some sort of sexual healing taking place. Business-wise, I feel like someone is being matched up with you who you're going to be able to either form a business with, or, you know, start some sort of, yeah, it's like you don't have to work that 9 to 5 anymore. You guys are combining or merging your ideas together, or maybe one person has money, the other person has the ideas and the resources. So you're combining your talents and giving birth to something new. Now, romantically, I see the Emperor who is keeping his distance. He's observing. He's very quiet. He wants to share something with you. Unless you're the Emperor, then you're wanting to share something with somebody. But yeah, I feel like the Emperor is, he's quietly observing while at the same time sending out some sort of signals. And surprisingly, I feel like this person gets it. I feel like two people are going to have some sort of conversation where they're like, you know, we're telepathic, right? You know, we have like some sort of common energy going back and forth, or our energies are being exchanged back and forth. I feel like you're going to have like a spiritual companion, or you're being aligned with someone who matches your lifestyle, or who is a good match. You guys are going to complement each other. It's a good mix of energies between you and this person. Maybe one person had to let go of a relationship in order to move forward, or trust and open up with a new person. I feel like the Emperor maybe sees someone as the woman of his dreams. He's looking at her. He's like, she's so perfect. She's everything that I dream of. Like, I want to give her children, or I just want to nurture her. Like, really, you guys want to nurture each other. And I feel like you guys would be able to do that, because there's something about your energy that goes well together. I don't know what happened here. It could have been between you and whoever you're connecting to now, or this could have been you letting go of the past and then connecting with someone new here. Could be any sign, could be Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I also feel like somebody is wondering if they can trust you enough to open up with some sort of secret or gift that they have. I really feel like someone is hiding the fact that they have some sort of unusual spiritual gifts. And they're like, I don't want this person to think I'm crazy or weird. But this person is actually going to get it, because they either have the same type of experiences, or they're just an open-minded person. So if it's you connecting with someone, I feel like they have something that they want to share with you, but they don't know if they can open it up. But I feel like you would be open-minded to whatever it is that they have to say, or at least from this person. I don't know if you would accept it from anyone else, but when this person shares something with you, you're going to be open. You're going to be okay with it. I don't know what this secret is. Please don't always assume that it's about some sort of cheating or something, but they do have some sort of secret. I feel like it's more so about a gift. They're like, okay, I have this gift. Now, also someone might be covering up their identity. They're like, I don't know if I can share my identity, or I don't know if I can tell them what type of business I'm running, because this is an entrepreneur here. So this person might be running some sort of business. Maybe it's something about it that would be in conflict with your ideas or your beliefs. Or maybe it's something unusual, like something in regard. I get two things. Either you could be falling for someone's friend. I don't know why I'm getting like something being off limits, but maybe it is a situation where it's like, that's my friend, but you're having a connection with your ex's friend or something like that. Or somebody has two identities and you've been talking to both of them, is the other strange thing that I'm getting. Man, I wonder how that's going to play out. That seems unusual, but it does seem like someone is maybe communicating with you under two different identities, and you might find out you've been talking to the same person. And I feel like someone has been holding back, and they've been wanting to share this with you, but they didn't know how you would accept that or how you would take it. Someone also could be concerned about how they make their money. I know I'm looking at how he's holding his coin, and it's like, should I open up with how I make my money? And so sometimes this person becomes distant or purposely starts a fight as an excuse so that you guys can stop talking, but at the same time they still keep thinking about you. But that's because they have a secret and don't know how you're going to react. Because here too, you know, the Magician is coming off as an illusionist. This is someone who may be wearing some sort of mask, and especially being next to the High Priestess. It looks like someone also is into manifestation. Someone knows how to create dreams into a reality. They're like, no, I really understand the secret of manifestation, but I don't share it with everybody. Someone also could be hiding the fact that they are an entertainer somehow, whether they're a singer, rapper, or, you know, just something is some type of way this person is pulling a wool over your eyes. They're able to kind of dance around you while at the same time hiding their identity. And if somebody's like, you mean I've been talking to Lil Wayne all the time? I don't know why I said Lil Wayne. But it's almost like somebody's like, you mean I've been talking to Lil Wayne all the time? But someone, I feel like, is a very powerful person that has been covering up their identity some type of way. So it could be all of those things, but I'm leaning more towards someone who is very psychic, that can read you, but it's maybe they feel like they don't want to invade or intrude on your privacy. It's like, well, you know, my spirit guides told me that this happened in your life, and I didn't want to tell you that I actually know everything, or actually knew this, that, and the other about you. Maybe someone doesn't know exactly what's going on with your life, but they know enough through whatever gift that they have. Like, things just get revealed to them. Or this could be you. Also, somebody might be a reader and doing readings. You're doing readings on this emperor. Like, I wonder what he's thinking. Is the emperor into me? Is the emperor single? You know, so somebody is like asking all these questions about the emperor. Or the empress, you know. Someone is overall just kind of trying to figure some things out. Let me look at the Magician. I also feel like someone is getting ready to send you a song, serenade you, or send you some sort of romantic message that is hidden, where you have to read between the lines, even if it goes over your head at first. Somebody is multi-talented too, or makes money through different streams of income here. So I'm getting that someone is very shy and reserved, but maybe through another identity they come off as confident. Someone may be using an alter ego to pursue you. If that is your situation, I feel that you would still find this person attractive, but they're still covering something up though. Or like, you know the person, but to talk to you, you know, you knew one person as their shy self, but you've been talking to another person who's outgoing, but it's actually the same person, but they, I don't know why, but they felt the need to communicate with you through this mask, through this veil. Or this could be you. I also feel like whatever secrets someone does have, and that situation is not going to be for everyone. That's a little bizarre, I know. But I feel like basically someone is gradually going to work themselves up. They're trying to build up their confidence to tell you something about how they make their money or who they really are. Because you also, with the Six of Wands, could be dealing with someone who's well known or popular, or who would get like a lot of attention. Maybe someone's also hinted, giving you some sort of hints of who they are or what they do. See, and again, with this Ten of Pentacles, it looks like maybe someone is an established artist or established performer or a very well-known psychic or something, even, you know, something on YouTube. Or maybe they're a music producer or a songwriter or a video director, or, you know, just something. I feel like someone makes things that are creative, that maybe deals with music or emotions, that can bring healing towards other people, or that inspire other people. Or also someone maybe just has two faces, where in the public, you know, they have this public persona, but in private, you know, maybe they're, you know, a super freak, or they, you know, they have some other things going on, and he or she is like, they don't know about this side of me. Hopefully it's not a third party situation where you're dealing with someone who is, you know, acting like they're single when they're not. So yeah, hopefully it's not something like that. It also could be something in regards to someone's family. And I was just going to say family, and I'm looking at 2 or 3 cards that says family to me. So maybe also, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, maybe because similar messages have come up in all 3 decks. Something about something being passed down from generation to generation. Something in regards to siblings or cousins or a family business. It's like it runs in a family. Or my family member was actually, you know, I'm related to Biggie Smalls. I'm related to Chief Keef. I don't know why I want to say, but it's just like someone is saying I'm related to someone, and I didn't want you to know that I was related to these people or this person. And here's the Star. I was going to say, maybe somebody a porn star. Hey, you never know. You never know. Yeah. I feel like someone is trying to tell you something in regards to how they make their money, or maybe you have a secret about how you make your money, but maybe it is non-traditional. And it's like, you know, maybe you are also helping people, or you're someone that comes off as, you know, just this generous, good person, is whatever. People have painted some sort of picture of who you are. You're like unfallible, or you're like, I don't know why I want to say Mona Lisa. Who the hell is she? I mean, I know who she is, but I'm just saying, I don't know why I want to say Mona Lisa. But maybe that's just to point out that someone could be an artist, like a painter, sculptor type artist. But yeah, I'm getting like someone has this painted image of themselves, but that's not who they really are. That's just the public persona or the outside appearance, but inside is something else. Okay, like for instance, just like I said, let's say someone was a porn star. People know them for that, or at least that circle would know them for it. You might be passing by porn stars all the time and not even know it. It's like, you can't watch every damn Pornhub video, but nevertheless, let's just say, yeah, someone was a porn star. But there's also a side of this porn star that is very, very spiritual, that does tarot readings, and I know I'm not telling on myself, but you know, that does tarot readings or helps people or does Reiki, or something of that sort, clear chakras, and people would never know it, and they would just be like, you're a healer, but you have like this other image. So, or people would maybe put you down if they knew that, or they would be like, how can you mix the two? And it's just like, because it's spirituality, not religion, you know. So who knows? I don't know what the story is, but those are the messages that I'm getting for that. Let me also quickly clarify the Ten of Swords. I was about to stop, but Ten of Swords. I'm also seeing someone who's into witchcraft or spell work, but don't want to be judged for that. So I feel like whoever was being very guarded or defensive will let their guards down if there have been any power struggles or, you know, things in regards to someone who is trying to take control with their silence. I feel like that's coming to an end. It's like, okay, that's not the type of communication. Yeah, so we're letting that go. Someone is letting go of power struggles or control issues. Someone is getting ready to be themselves. They're like, I don't care what people think anymore, or I don't care what you think, or whatever the case. Someone is getting ready to open up. I think also someone needed to heal or recover from previous pain or previous hurt in order to open up again. So that's what's also getting ready to happen. All right, so you guys, I hope those messages helped in some way. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.